This video will walk you through the steps of amending a deal or a quick quote. Situations may arise where you need to make changes to a deal that's already been approved, whether it be adding additional part numbers, deleting line items, changing the support terms, or adding or removing estimates. This all can be done by reopening your deal. To start the process, hover over the Deals and Quotes tab, and then choose Recent. This will bring up all the recent quotes and deals you are working on. Find the deal you want to make changes to, and click on the Deal ID number. Now before we make our changes, let's explore this page a bit. From this screen, you can see everything you need to know about the deal. From the top, you can see the quote name, deal ID, quote ID, the quote status, and expiration date of the approval. Down below that is our quote summary. In this section, you will see a breakdown of your hardware and software costs, your total discounts in both percentages and dollar amount, any credits or adjustments your deal may have, and finally, your quote total. This is your cost after all the discounts have been applied. Next to that is the deal summary. This just shows the estimated dollar amount of hardware and software that you inputted when you submitted your deal. You will also see a box with the lease calculator. This is just an estimated monthly lease payment, but by giving your customer a low monthly payment option for making the purchase, it could help grow your deal. Reach out to the Cisco Capital team to get more information on our current financing and lease specials. The next section shows your incentive status information. This shows you the programs you applied for, in this case it's OIP Streamline, the status of your approval, and the date of the last status update. Below that is our comments section. This is where the approval team or Cisco account manager can put notes or comments about your deal. If your deal is pending approval, this is a good place to start to see if there are any action items you need to complete in order to get your deal approved. From there is the items and discounts section. If you expand this section out, you can see all the items that were included in your quote, along with all of your approved discounts. If your customer is participating in any migration or trade-in programs, then the items they are trading in and any trading credits will be listed here. Next, if you're going through a distributor for your deal, then the DART information will be listed under that section. The default install site and service location section will show the install location if there is one. Otherwise, it will just list the country. The Who's Involved section has the partner along with the partner contact information, your end customer's information, and the Cisco CAM and account manager info. In the billing section, you will find the partner and their billing address and also the billing address for the end customer. You really won't be using many attachments in the deal registration process, but if you do have any, then they will be listed here. And finally is the validation and approval section. This shows everyone involved in the approval of your deal. If your deal is pending, this section will let you know who's the pending approver. Now that you have a better understanding of the summary page, let's move on to amending the deal. To start, click on the Reopen button. A window will pop up that just says you are about to edit the contents of the BOM in the Quote tab, and by reopening the deal, you will need to resubmit the deal, which may require reapproval. Go ahead and click the Reopen Deal button. You will automatically get redirected to the Items section under the Quote tab. This is where you're going to make the necessary changes before resubmitting your deal. In this demonstration, on line item 1, we will be increasing the quantity and changing the support term from 1 year to 3 years. We will then be removing the second line item and replace it with a different option by importing a new estimate. First, to increase the quantity on a line item, simply click in the quantity box. Update the quantity, and then click anywhere outside of the box. If you expand the line item, you will see that it increased the quantity of everything within the build under that part number. Now, let's change the SmartNet term from 1 year to 3 years. Click on the edit icon next to duration on the SmartNet service queue. Change the duration to 36, and then click Apply to Entire Configuration. If we open the configuration back up, you can see the duration has been changed to 36 months. Next, let's remove line item 2 and replace it with a new estimate. To do this, simply click on the box next to the line item you want to remove. Then, click the blue button labeled Remove Selected Lines. This will completely remove everything you selected from the quote, so make sure you have the correct one selected before you proceed. Now that the line item is removed, let's import the new estimate. To do this, follow the same steps as when you imported the estimate when you originally submitted your deal. Click on the Actions drop-down and click Import a Saved Configuration, and then hit the Select button next to Estimate. Now, input the estimate ID. Then change the Created By drop-down menu to All, and click Search. Click the radio button next to the estimate you want to import, and then click Import Entire Estimate. You can see that the new estimate has been added to our quote. Now that we are finished making our changes, click Save and Continue. On the next page, you can review your items and discounts. If you notice, we lost some of our discounts and are back to standard pricing. Let's go to the next page and find out why. Now, if the Submit Quote for Approval button is lit up blue and you have no error messages, go ahead and click Submit and you're done. Otherwise, if you see an error message like we see here, then go down to the Incentive Status section to find out why. If you hover over the icon next to Eligibility, you can see that we went over the OIP Streamline maximum of $50,000. In this case, after our changes, we have over $58,000 in hardware and $10,000 in service costs. So to fix this, we need to change the program from OIP Streamline to regular OIP. We can do this in the Incentives section under the Deal tab. Let's go there now. Click on the Deal tab. And then go to Incentives. You can see that the US OIP incentive has been grayed out and can't be chosen. In order to choose this selection, we need to go to the About the Deal section and change the hardware and service dollar amount to over $50,000. To do this, click on the About the Deal section. Now that we're here, let's change the expected list amount to our new total. Now that we finish making our changes, click Save and Continue. You will see a pop-up that states, changing the expected total amount values will reset the selected incentive options, and you will need to reselect incentives. Go ahead and click Continue. You can see that the US OIP incentive is now available to choose. Click the box next to the incentive, and then click Save and Continue. Since we changed the incentive, we will have to refill out the questionnaire. Once done with the questionnaire, click Save and Continue. Since we already finished our changes to the estimate, click Save and Continue. Now that we're back on the Discounts and Credits page, you can see that the discounts have been added back in. Verify you have all of the right programs, and click Save and Continue. You are now ready to resubmit. So go ahead and click on the Submit Quote for Approval button. That's it. You're all done amending your deal. It may take up to 24 hours to reapprove your quote, and it's a good idea to notify your Cisco account manager that the deal's been resubmitted. That way they can look out for it so they can reapprove your deal. I hope this video was helpful. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy selling.